Hello guys and girls and everybody's. Welcome back to another video if you're not new, and welcome if you're new. So yeah, I'm drawing because I do that every day because I don't really know why. I would hope that the videos would do better so I could make less videos and better videos, but then I realized the type of videos I would make would probably still be the same. So I'm just gonna keep making videos when I have the time, especially because like this one man podcast thing is really cool. And I think having one video a week that recaps the week would be, I wouldn't say boring, but it would definitely be something. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, it's a nice, normal, cool drawing. I think it's awesome. I used a fountain pen, and I don't know why it's so dark in my room, but I had my light on and all that, so I don't really know. But maybe it just looks dark on my phone. But luckily, it looks like you can see the drawing pretty well. But yeah, it's my lazy day today. So I had, woke up late. I slept in half an hour later than I wanted to, which was not planned. But it's only gonna be annoying tomorrow, I guess. I guess so. But we will be better tomorrow. Because I have school tomorrow. I don't have school today. I've woken up, I've eaten, I've painted, I've made a drawing, I'm doing the voiceovers. So all around, I've done the stuff I needed to do. And in about an hour, something around that, I have to hang out with my girlfriend, which will be nice. And even though we both didn't have any lectures or lessons or school stuff, we waited because she has homework to do, and I don't want to distract her while she's doing her homework, or she needs to be doing her homework. And I also wanted to paint today, and it's looking great. Like, it's going in just the right direction. At least I think so. It it looks fantastic. Of course it's still at the very start, but I can already see where it's going, and I can see that it's going places I haven't been before, and it's been just nice to get back into some painting. So you should be excited. I don't know. And I've done some new stuff and some old stuff, and I've just tried out some things just to be creating, I guess. Yeah. But I still wish I had like real models. They didn't have to sit there for hours on hours. They just had to sit there for a picture or something, and I would paint from that. I really want to do that. Um, so I like the idea of just painting from just my imagination, which I'm still gonna do. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm still just gonna paint from my imagination, and especially when I'm the kind of abstract I am, so I would need, you know, from more skills, or not skills, but just, yeah, it makes sense. But I would need more space, which I don't have, and I would need models, which I don't have either. Of course, I'm just gonna use my friends. Um, but yeah, we will see how it is, how it will be. Hopefully, that's one of my dreams. Of course, to have a bigger studio, but also just to paint from live models could be cool, but also just from pictures of real people. They don't necessarily have to look like them, but one of my biggest inspirations, Francis Bacon, he did that a lot. He painted a lot from models, like just people, pictures of people standing in his studio for hours on end, and that's great. I think that even though his things are so abstract most of the time that it's hard to tell what's happening and also who is who, there's still a lot of connection in it. And it would be nice to have some proportions and some poses which are natural when I'm trying to portray a natural like body in a sense. But I also want to make more stuff that's like unnatural in a weird way, but still proportionate. Because that's important. Like you can bend the rules to some degrees, but it still has to be proportionate to the character. Or at least it has to look good. Um yeah. But we will see. I'll just keep painting and keep creating. I think I'm gonna be like Picasso. I guess when I'm done, I'm gonna have made a million paintings, and 10 of them are gonna be great, and 100 of them are gonna be good, and the other million billion whatever has been like pretty bad. But it's just it's just art. I just create and I just can't stop. Really, it's just nice. Yeah, I do feel like I'm progressing though, and I feel I'm beginning to make stuff which is more it's just different from what I usually do, but still the same. I guess I'm evolving as an artist, and that's important to do. It's really important to do. But I'm still also just a human being. So I'm not perfect. I'm not getting better every painting. I am, but not really. Like progress in art is never really linear in the same sense as like lifting weights, as an example, where if you increase the weight every week, after 5 weeks you've gotten stronger. I've definitely gotten stronger after 5 weeks if you can increase the weight every week. I wouldn't recommend doing that. Well, okay, it depends on where you are in your lifting and where you started. But yeah. I also have to get in some more weight on some exercises, I think. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna gradually be, working out 3 days a week and my stuff, increasing the weight. Because, that's just how it is. What it's about. Just getting strong, getting like very strong in an exercise that hits a certain muscle, and you just do that. So yeah, I also got to shift more tomorrow, which I didn't have before, because one of my friends, she suddenly was like, "Hey, do you want this shift?" And I was like, "Yeah, I want that shift because I want money before we have to go to Scotland on a school trip. So I need cash. Well, I don't need cash, but I don't know. You guys probably feel this too if you're a student or just someone who likes budgeting and saving. It's like the more money I make in a month, I'm not looking at, okay, the more I can spend. Well, of course that also, but the more I can save and not touch it. Because that's the worst. The months where I try to save the same percentage, even though I make less than I would like to, then it's hard because yeah, you can easily save 50% if you make, a lot of money. But if you try and save 50% while you're basically making nothing, that's not gonna work. So, you know, so like last month I had a great month, and I think this month is gonna be a good month for saving too. I think, we will see. You never know until you do, I guess. But yeah. But I don't really think I'm gonna buy that much stuff. I do have to get some things for a costume for the first in the intro party, and I have to get beers and drinks there too. So I'm definitely gonna pre-game a little bit with some of my friends, so we don't have to spend that much. Not like because we want to get crazy drunk or anything, just because we want to save a little bit, because it's actually like quite expensive. Well, it's not expensive. It's a very fair price. It's just personally, I usually always have some type of alcohol laying around, not like in an alcoholic way where I have to drink it, but just in the cupboard or in the freezer or something like that. Just because you never know when you might use it. Yeah. Talking about something you might never know when you need to use, that would be the subscribe button and the like button and maybe a comment if you want. Yeah. Anyway, have a nice day, night, or just good time whenever you're watching this. Love you guys. Bye bye. Love you guys. Bye.